Here we go again.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here tonight getting ready to kick off the fourth week of our season. And we have Valorant once again, the third day in a row for Valorant. They won their match on Saturday against Ontario Tech University, allowing them to move on to the top 16 in the CVAL East Conference Phase 2 bracket. They unfortunately, though, did fall to Stony Brook on Sunday, yesterday. So they will now be out for the winter tournament. They'll have to wait until the spring one starts up, and I think that's like mid-March. I believe it's like March 14th or something that it starts. But for now, they'll have a lot of matches in between, starting here tonight with taking on Rutgers University Royal. I believe it's their first team. They have two teams. One is called Rutgers University Royal. The other is Rutgers, it's Rutgers Scarlet Knights Royal, and then it's Scarlet Knights. So I believe this is their team one. I could be wrong on that, but considering we're in here with like Fisher team 2 and like all that other stuff, it would not be surprising if this was the same team. So we will see. But for now, we have LVC sitting at 0-1 after last week. They unfortunately lost to Fisher, but I mean, the expected result there is if you're at all familiar with the collegiate scene, even just collegiate esports in general, you know why I say that. We will see as I believe the maps just got picked, so or at least some of them. I can see Zario over there looking at his screen, his second screen. So certainly the map picks and bans going to be done soon. We can take a look over at the players as well as well, actually no we can't. I got to fix the names first. Hold on. I'm throwing. I can't click a button very well. That's not good. You guys are lucky, by the way, that I didn't just switch to the screens there. CRISPR decided to put his phone flash on and just slam it into the front of the camera, so that's unfortunate. But now you can see the players. Look at them over there. They're certainly locked in and ready for this one. Map 1, I think, it might be Ascent here. I don't know. I know LVC band split, and that's all I have. That's like all the info I have to work with. So we will see what the happenings are over there. As you can see in the background of John's cam there too, Coach Hockey Man has just arrived, so certainly going to be here to hype up the team and make sure they're keeping themselves in order. This is certainly a tough squad, and every game in this division will certainly be a tough one, as it is NECC Champions Division. We are no longer, or at least our Valorant team is no longer in the Challengers Division. Actually, Map 1 is going to be on Pearl. So, and it looks like LVC will be on the attack. I see Reggie has just joined the defending side. So, LVC will be on the attack. On Pearl, we know how much they love this map. We even saw them do well against Fisher on it, which is, I think, a solid benchmark, in my opinion. They also played another really good team on this one. I don't remember who, but I know they did decent on it as well. They did beat Ontario Tech on Saturday on it. I think it was like 13-5 or 13 something. I think it was 13-5, something like that. And that's what actually kicked off their comeback to go into the round of 16, where I believe they played in round of 16 in the fall as well and ended up falling there. So now just waiting on the last player. Or no, I think everyone's in the lobby. Sorry, I'm trying to count. I'm not very good at that. No, we're waiting. Yeah, we're still waiting on one of the Rutgers players, and Crisper and Sardog also still have to change to the opposite side. But we should be ready to get started here soon. Pearl map number 1. This is certainly a good start for LVC. I haven't seen a lot from Rutgers. I did see a little bit of VOD right before this match. That was on Ascent, so I'm not really sure if that map's going to even be played. That VOD footage from their Ascent gameplay could just very well be useless to us at the moment. We will see, though. As we wait for the players of Rutgers to get on into the lobby, I will actually just kind of toss it to a break. You can see the players get ready to warm up and gear in for this one, looking to go 1-1 on the season. Actually, okay, one of the other the last player of Rutgers has joined, so I'm actually not going to throw it to a break. But the players are definitely ready for this one. As you can see there, they just want to get this one started, I'm sure, as this one is likely to go late, so we will see how it ends up going, though, as look at Zario. He's already angry. He's mad today. He's coming in mad today, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Maybe we'll find out in game. Maybe that makes him frag better. The boys of LVC, though, certainly having some jokes to go around. Let's see what I'm very excited though. I love watching these guys play. They have a few lands coming up, so I'll be excited to travel with them. As if you didn't know, I'm also the social media manager for LVC, so I travel with all of our teams to their lands and stuff like that. And I'm not only the social media manager, I'm also the producer, observer, and caster for everything too, if you're wondering. But also, by the way, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at LVC_esports on both those platforms to get the updates on when all of our teams play, not just Valorant, but Rocket League, Overwatch, Call of Duty, Halo, all of the above, and more over on those platforms. And just give us a follow. We're almost at 500 on Twitter. I forget the exact. We're at like 487, I think, on Twitter, and I think we're at like 300 something on Instagram. Okay, I was way off on Instagram. I want to apologize to myself for that. But we are at 175 on Instagram. We need a boosted follower account. We need boosters. Anyone that would like to follow the account, advertise to your friends too for this one. As I will be in the coach's slot today. I'm just now seeing the word in game. We are just waiting on Rutgers here to be ready, but making sure to discuss things first. We always like to ask the other teams. We are not a whitelisted school, and that requires us to ask, so we always make sure we ask of what they're comfortable with. So we will just get ready to gear on up. And even so, SK for Rutgers is still in, I believe, what's it called? The range. So I'll be in coach's slot for this series. Just waiting for the game to start, but obviously with someone in the range, you can't start. So. Sorry, I'm out of things to talk about. I've been very lackluster on getting stats done this semester. I do apologize. I don't have as much content as I should for right now, but we should be ready to get into it here in just a second. Pearl, LVC starting on the attack. I believe they started on the attack as well when they played OTSU on it, and I think they were up like 10-2 at half or something like that. But now we are finally ready to start the game. We are now getting on into it. Map number 1 on Pearl. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if it matters this time with the. I always forget how coach's slot works. I don't use it a ton, but if it wasn't obvious, the left side is LVC. Here, I'll switch that for you guys. Zario going to be on the KO. Juice playing Astra Chamber for Sardog. As we have talked about before, Chamber has been a very big point for Sardog to play, as he is adamant on that role. John on the raise, Crisper on the fade as normal. This is the standard comp for LVC. We saw it all semester last semester. They don't change this very often if they don't need to, or if they need to. If it's not broke, don't fix it. They have very minimal losses on this map, so there's no reason to really give it a change. We will see in hopefully soon what Rutgers has decided to go with. Oh yeah, speaking of Rutgers, we did actually get to go to to Rutgers University and play at their center over in New Brunswick, I think is how it's pronounced, New Jersey, for the CECC LAN, East Regional LAN. It was a great event. We do appreciate the venue being available to us as well. And here's the comp for Rutgers. It'll be a Sky, Sage, Astra, Phoenix, and Killjoy. I'm curious to see what I wish I could be an observer for this one. Like, normally I don't care, but for this one, this comp is so unique. I don't know the last time I've seen a comp like this. Especially at the Sky. Sky has not been used nearly as much as of late. So we'll see how the utility is used for Rutgers, but it's, for now we will, well, I say for now, but this will be for the whole series. We will stick with LVC. We'll have their perspectives. The minimap, obviously not going to show anything either, other than the question marks. Let's get into it. We'll start off with Zario, who's going to be working over towards mid. We know how much LVC desires this mid control and how effective they have been at taking it. This has been everything for them so far, and it's been the reason why they're so successful. Shoulder doesn't find anything. John and Zario now going to scale. Flash comes in from Zario. The timing is great. Turret, though, gonna ping John, and one player gets spotted. That's going to be Kyle. So they know at least one is there. I believe the seeing that turret work as well might be a good indicator of where the Killjoy is. And SK gonna find one. Can he get another? No, traded out, but Snowy at least gets one back for Rutgers. So 3v4. And also Zario going to be at 45 HP. Luna finds Juice working around. So now it's a 2v4. Sardog gonna have the Headhunter. LVC now, slowly but surely, working through this But they do have to get the spike over in mid. You see that knife gets shot. Zario
30 seconds
barely
left.
going to get hit by that,
Last player standing.
that stun. And Zardog at least gets one, but it's a team ace to kick things off for Rutgers. Round number 1 goes to them.
KO, you are so industrial. It's a good look. But if you need something more upscale, I have many ideas.
LVC need to find a way to respond here.
There.
Their push gets stalled, but they have a lot more. They have 11 more to be precise. We'll see how they decide to adapt here. Rutgers do a great job of keeping LVC at bay, not really allowing them to create or give themselves that spacing that they ever so desire. And that'll give them the round. Guns are just better as well. Zardog just watching this look over towards mid. John slowly making his way onto site. The smoke's trying. Snowy finds Crisper to open things up. Spike going down. John gonna take a tiny bit of damage as he spots one through the back spawn. But all the kills going the other team, going to Rutgers' way. So LVC now have to try and defend this site with just 2 players. It is a 2v5. The wall goes up, and Zardog is now walled off. They know where he's at. This is certainly a round for Rutgers. A flawless round, too. Continues Rutgers' lead here.
They're going to scatter from my stuff. Super easy to pick off.
LVC once again getting stalled out. They managed to get onto site this time around, but it's not really going to mean much for them. Looks like another A push for LVC for now. Maybe a mid to A, mid to B. Connector has been a big point of emphasis for them as well on this map. Spike gets picked up by Juice, and now LVC gonna make their rotation over to B. Prowler gonna hit. I think that hits over right in mid, close to that window. As you can see, Juice just peeking. But SK gonna peek through middle and find one to no trade. John trying to find a kill to get one back. But for now, that player managed to get out. John can hear him, though, on the other side of this wall, or this door.
There.
He has to take out that trophy, gets flashed, and he's going to pay with his life.
Teleport's ready.
Fantastically well-played round from Rutgers so far. They may very well even go up 3-0 in this.
We'll catch them.
Util getting tossed out by Crisper. He gets some info. Molly gonna just murder him immediately. He gets stuck in 2 of them at the same time.
Player standing.
And that'll be a flawless round again for Rutgers. Stalling out LVC, not giving them a chance to even get close to the site.
Personal, no? You pick a gun and it tells me who you are.
A fantastic play from Rutgers. The team play is perfect. Turn not enough to confirm that kill into John, so they throw a flash out and then peek him and almost got a second with it. No trade, though. LVC need to find something here. They need to find an opening somewhere in this Rutgers defense, but so far, it has been perfect from Rutgers.
Knock it down.
Only 2 kills total for the side of LVC in the first round. It's not going to change there. Not going to change there either. Luna with a double. LVC on a save, though. As the flash hits 2. Zario's shot's just a bit off. But he does have a frenzy in hand. Zardog with that headhunter. Just going to back down. Zario in a bit of a tough spot here. Maybe just waiting for one to flank through. Juice trying to hold mid. Zardog here to back him up. Zario able to get across. But certainly a round that'll once again go to Rutgers unless if a breakdown comes in. Maybe just trying to make this round a bit costly for this Rutgers squad as They have all the money in the world right now.
Enemy mid.
Juice. Just trying to hold this push.
30 seconds left.
Trying to get too aggressive, but it's not in a good spot right now. Just tucked away in a corner, but they know he's here. Can Juice at least peek to find one? No, he cannot. Zardog falls as well, and Zario gets caught with the util. 3 flawless in a row for Rutgers. Timeout already for LVC. They are being tormented right now on the map. LVC, I mean, man, I don't even know if I have words for this. This is the hardest I've seen them get wiped ever. I've never seen someone get a flawless on them 3 rounds in a row, so I'm not really too sure on how LVC can really fix this, and I also can't really see the other team, so I'm not insanely sure on how that on how the team can really play better. I think the biggest thing would just be playing off each other's util a bit closer, trying to force them into your trying to force Rutgers into your weapons, because right now it is not looking great. We will see though as we head back into the game. This is only map number 1. We have seen LVC struggle on the first map of a lot of matches over the course of this year. Saw the same result on Sunday, and they lost map 1. Or sorry, Saturday, where they lost map 1 and managed to win the next 2. Will that be the same story here? We will find out. But we are still very early on in this map, so we'll see. Sorry, just gonna save that flash, and look at this push from Rutgers. They're getting aggressive. They are starting to get confident. They know the LVC B play at this point. And it's just going to be a rotation for LVC. John going to be the first one in. Likely just going to see him satchel straight onto the site. Gets ready to get over that wall, and he does. But there's going to be players in Cubby waiting for it. Certainly the VOD has been studied for Rutgers. They know these plays of LVC very well. Despite actually never playing this team. They may have scrimmed LVC, but I don't think they have. So they have found the treasure trove of VOD somewhere.
Bring them down. 30 seconds left.
This LVC is getting stalled on every single push. And now LVC is trying to find the guns, but 2v1 for Sardog, and he doesn't have a lot of time. He at least has the spike in hand.
I have the spike.
But he's going to have 2 on each side of him. Another round for Rutgers. LVC currently not having a chance in this game. Now into round number 6. LVC once again not going to have the guns. Every single player at Rutgers, or almost every single player at Rutgers, is going to be maxed out. Well, it's going to be Kyle Burrito, who's at 8,300. Zardog pops the ultimate, has that tour de force, but I don't know how much it's really going to do. Pop flash comes in. Zardog going to be the difference maker. Can he find anything with this tour de force? John tries to fly in with the stinger, gets capped. And Reggie finds another on the juice. Zario finally getting a kill for LVC. They haven't had a lot of those so far. Zario takes down Snowy. Kyle Burrito responds, and so does Luna. 1 kill for Sardog there in that 1v4, or 1v3. 6-0 for Rutgers. Just a clinical showing. Kyle has not died yet. 5-0-5. 3 players of LVC sitting at 0-6. John, Juice, and Crisper. This is honestly, I think this is just a brain diff for
Who will I
Rutgers.
spot first?
It looks like they have watched LVC for 10 straight hours before this match, and they just know every single play that LVC is going to make. Which they do have the VOD from their LAN, so I would imagine they certainly studied up on that. Reggie gonna win that fight with John in mid as well.
Taking that back.
The guns need to start getting warm for LVC, otherwise this could be a horrific Pearl. This might be the worst Pearl they have ever played so far as a team. If this ends up being a 13-0. Sorry, at least finds 2. 2v3. Ultimate comes out though from SK, and the players of LVC get slammed to the ground. 6 feet under. 7
Take a breath now.
on the board
Release
for
the tension.
Rutgers. This,
Let's go.
it's just pure domination.
There. There.
Players of LVC certainly getting frustrated with this one. A result that they've never been faced with before so far.
Right there.
Still a lot of time to come back, but they need to start it now. Just find any form
Need that back.
There.
of round that they can. LVC needs to gain the confidence back.
Reloading.
As John needs to find a kill.
Bring them
Needs to
down.
get started with something here. The duelist
Ready.
of the team. Finds Snowy, has the ultimate. Can this be big? Pops it immediately. No damage done. Well, there could have been, but I think that player got away before that. Sardog still over at B main. As you can see, the rest of LVC going to rotate over to him. Still a minute on 55 seconds on the round.
Concealment.
Juice getting his utility down. Crisper at 21 HP. Not very healthy. Those mollies going to do a tiny bit of damage to the LVC players. I believe mostly just the Sardog. As the lockdown comes in, Juice now just going to look to plant.
Reloading.
Interesting plant spot. John finds Reggie.
I'll find you.
John starting to step on up, but he's going to get detained. Oh no, the lockdown gets destroyed by the nade. So LVC in a manageable situation, but they need to be careful. As SK goes on a flank, and that's exactly what I was fearful of.
Remaining.
But so far, the kill's still going to LVC. They can play the trade game now. Sardog and Juice, 2v1. Don't have great weapons, but they don't need a lot.
Thrifty.
And Sardog wins it for him. Thrifty for LVC.
Here we go. Rally up.
LVC get 1 on the board, avoid the goose egg, but that doesn't mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things with the way this map has gone. LVC need to start stepping it up. And maybe we start to see that here. This attack has been a nightmarish situation so far, but they can at least bring this back to 7-4 half?
Blocking
7.
vision.
I don't think it would be 7-5.
One suppressed.
Or it would be 7-5 if they would win every round, but they need to do a lot. John on site finds Luna. He is getting aggressive. The ultimate's coming out from LVC. Sorry, picks up connector, nothing. Look at John. Still has that stinger. And now he just flies through, doesn't find anything though. Kyle Burrito with a kill. Crisper gonna be up in heaven. Just needs to play these hits off of his teammates. Has to back down though. Now LVC know where all of these players are though. They have the info that they need. Wall comes in for Juice? No. Wall comes in for Kyle. And he finds Sardog.
Last player
Now
standing.
Juice in a
One
1v3
enemy
gets
remaining.
2! Gets the third! Juice with 4 on the round! Clutching the win. Round win for LVC. Gets out with his life as well.
Not that I need to, of course.
Huge play from Juice. LVC certainly needed that one.
I should play some Astral Stars in this reality.
That is a massive clutch for Juice. 1v3 situation, and the two of them line up. Can they manage to continue bringing it back against Rutgers?
Taking
Or
that back.
will the early lead just be too much for LVC to overcome? Look at Zarya working up B by himself. Trying to bait Noise. I think he does. So now Zarya just backs away.
Got concealment.
That Noise is all a ruse. John already through to the spawn. Gets flashed though. Takes a lot of damage. Managed to escape for now. But he has very little to give.
Spike planted.
Spike going down on the B site, or the A site. John and Sardog going to work through. Trades are going LVC's way for right now, but these ultimates, these flashes could be huge. Juice, though, covering over his teammate, Crisper, trying to help, but Reggie with 3 in the spawn. It's all down to Zario. Has to be careful, spots both. Now just tossing the nade down.
One suppressed.
Zario just playing the time. Can he get the kill? He can! Another clutch for LVC. 1v3 to 1v2.
Okay, Robo Boy. I see you.
LVC starting to bring things back just a little bit. The economy slowly going down for Rutgers, but they still are more than capable of a full buy here. Crisper, I don't want to say it, but he's 0-10. That is not going to help LVC's situation right now. He needs to start turning on up. So does as John has slowly made his way towards that.
Bring them down.
Go get him.
Space being taken now for LVC. Wall goes up at B.
Reloading.
Presence definitely known of these LVC players. But can LVC win the gunfights? As you can see, nades, stuns, flashes, everything getting thrown, the kitchen sink included. Kyle Burrito, though, finds the first blood onto John. Can he get the second? LVC so far just managing to hold space well. Juice takes down Kyle and Spawn. As now LVC need to back down a little bit. Need to be careful here. They don't have rounds to give right now. And the double peek from LVC going to win there. But the ultimate from the Phoenix is popped. 2 kills for Rutgers. 2v3. Another clutch going to be needed. Time starting to run low. That spike get diffused. So far, no. It's all down to Zarya in the 1v2, but not a lot of time that he has to play around with. And no one going for the defuse. So LVC going to win that one again. Last round of the half. Can LVC make it 5-7 after a disastrous start to the game? Crisper finds his first kill. Slowly, LVC crawling their way back. This is going to be a massive round to win. Not that any of the ones previous haven't been. But this one, to close it out in that first half, to erase that humongous deficit, that pure domination from Rutgers at the start. Show LVC has been able to adapt. Voltorb getting grabbed. Zario playing close. Sardog with the first blood. Pops the tour de force to pair. Wall goes down. Zario's vulnerable, but he's going to be able to plant the spike. I heard some boost or some satchels from John somewhere. Snowy though, gonna get the resurrection, so it's back to a 5v5.
Here.
I've got your trail.
No one looking at this pinch though. This could be dangerous for LVC. They need to be careful of this. Will they? They have the info though on these players. Sardog finds one. Crisper finds another. Players are starting to get flashed though. Reggie wins 1. Reggie wins 2. Gets traded out. SK wins 1. Juice wins another. 1v2 for Juice again. Has 7 in the clip. But time starting to drain. Can Juice hold his life? And he gets the kill too to pair. Another clutch for Juice. 5 on the board for LVC.
Switching sides.
Juice is 11-9. We've seen him have
No
big
worries,
games.
Ellie. No
He
worries.
wants this one here too. Keeping LVC in it.
Should I play some
5
cards
to
in
7.
reality?
First half over. Deficit for the most part erased for now, but they still need a few more in a row to go. A manageable situation for LVC, even with 2 players at over triple negative.
Right there. Right there.
Great work from LVC
Right
to
there.
come back, but job is not finished. Sardog going to be aggressive. Gets flashed, so he's going to need to back down. Decides to grab his teleport with him. Now sits in cubby. Here's some noise. This rotation may come in for LVC. Going to keep Crisper on B just in case, though, for now. Just going to spot one in connector. So, not a full hit over an A main, but 2 going to get detected there. So, likely a big push for them. Going to come in on this site. John trying to be aware of all angles. And he gets capped by Luna. Tries to go for the repeak and pays for it. See those marks coming in on the mini-map. LVC trying to get all the info they can. Sardog still watching a main with Crisper here, or sorry, Zario here. So now Juice needs to be.
30 seconds left.
Or Juice is in this corner.
Pulling them in.
Saw this corner play work for Rutgers, but looks like the site is going to be A. As Sardog has to teleport back.
Teleport's gone.
His teleport does get destroyed, but he at least managed to get away and gets a headshot through the flash. Can he get another? Zario actually going to find that kill. Spike gets planted 3v3. Sardog still alive. Juice finds 2. And Crisper going to get the last. Juice saving LVC again. He is the man of the hour right now. He is the hero that LVC has needed. Can he keep up the performance, and can his teammates rally around him? So far, it's looking that way. Look at this scoreboard. Could be 2 7-round swings for both teams. This might be one of the weirdest maps I've ever seen. I'm a bit confused as to what's going down, but so far, LVC staying calm and collected. Zario backs up. Gonna get some audio, but John going to be the one likely with some damage done here. And Sardog already finds 1. Gets away with his life. 29 HP. He needs to make sure he stays alive here on this site as his teammates rotate over. Zario finds another through mid. LVC's rotations coming in.
There.
Look at how deep in this corner, or this hallway, Sardog is. As he gets some shots towards his way. Over in a main. Is John gonna just get put into a gunfight? Doesn't win it. Gets the Sage weak, but at least it's Sage. They can heal themselves. Zario trying to be careful here. Maybe put some early damage in, but it's gonna hit the wall. He at least gets the kill into Luna though. 2v3. Zario going to ping the bomb.
1 enemy remaining.
And now it's all down to Kyle. We are tied at 7. What was a 7-0 deficit is now a 7-0 swing for LVC. I am very confused, but I'm sure all of you may very well be as well.
No offense.
The bonus round, though, for Rutgers. We saw them take LVC's bonus. Can LVC respond by taking the bonus off of Rutgers? Because I believe no one of LVC died in that round, so all the rifles should be in the hands of these players of Rutgers, or at least a few. Maybe not all of them, but at least a few. Zario playing in connector. Kyle finds one, but the trade is there. Another flash comes in. Zario spots two. Just continues to put damage down. He's going to be working here with John. Crisper going to be the one to get contact. Spike already going down, though, for Rutgers. And it gets planted. 4v4 retake for LVC. Can they do it? Zario looking to nade the back. Satchel. Not going to do much for John. Has all of the flashes and stuff coming in. But John at least finds two. Zario spots a third, but can't win the gunfight. 2v2 now. Crisper finds one, and Sardog with a great shot onto Luna. LVC now in the lead for the first time this game. Diffuse going to come in from Sardog.
They didn't actually think that would work.
The mental getting in control for LVC.
I may have jammed my finger.
Something that they certainly have struggled with a bit before. Not showing as many problems now with it, but as I had said the round previous, job is not finished. LVC will need to get to 13 if they want to complete this comeback.
Woo! Let's start.
This could be a huge map win for either team, especially for LVC if they manage to come back from a 7-0. Juice going to be peeking this with Crisper. Shots go down over towards John's direction. But Zario going to be the one to take a lot of utility in his face. Manages to at least get behind a corner, though. Behind a wall. And the shot is there from Snowy. What a flick. John now needs to be careful. He still has a stinger, too. John trying to take a fight here close. Can he win it? Yes, he can. What a win from John. Satchel's out, too. But Sardog gets traded out. So still man advantage for Rutgers. John is not in a great position right now. He needs to be careful. So he could have players on any side of him. Spike, though, goes down over at B. So maybe John is in a better position than I realized. Crisper and Juice going to be working through T side. Where are these players of Rutgers going to be playing at? John gets taken out. So now both players just stuck on site. Just going to hear one connector that gets walled off, but it's all down to him again. 1v4, and he's not going to win the next fight. 8-8, now all back in fourth game. Ring around the rosy. Who will find that pocket full of posies? Round 17. Reggie having a big map for Rutgers. Not to scoff at any of the KDs of the other players, though. But he is 19-12, almost at 20 already, and we still have a lot of game left. Looks like a couple smoke's going to get tossed over towards the B main lane. I believe those are Juices, though. Is John going to hear one collecting an ult orb? As every ultimate in the hands of Rutgers. This could be dangerous for LVC. They're going to have to play this perfectly. Sardog has an op, though. He'll be the first man in.
Teleport's ready.
We very well could see this Phoenix ultimate come in just to see where the players of LVC are at. Almost like a Sova drone, but instead an ultimate ability. would be, I think would be kind of a waste, but at the same time not, since they have those other ultimates to work off. But actually, what's going to come in is the ultimate from the sky. There's Phoenix ult. Now taken down by Sardog. Wall comes in, everything getting tossed. The only players left with ultimates are the Resurrection and the Lockdown, which we may even see that get put on the site too. But now there's only 30 seconds. Rutgers need to commit to something. They throw all their ultimates on A, and they decide to take it over to B. As Juice just playing the sound. Can John take an initial gunfight? May only need to win 1 or 2 here. Just barely getting touched by that flash. They know his position, get some damage done, and B main is the place of possession for Rutgers. Crisper only finds 1. Lockdown now here. Takes a lot of time off the clock. The Juice does have the Cosmic Divider, but he's going to need a big play with the help of his teammates here. Let's take this. They don't have a lot of time to get it done. Slow Orb comes in. One gets spotted back in the hallway, and Reggie's going to find 2. Sardog now in a 1v4. And certainly an unclutchable situation at this point. He will fall. Rutgers take their lead back.
None of my stuff has malfunctioned yet.
Who will be the first to 10 here? But almost every ultimate that Rutgers had does get tossed in that round. The only one that doesn't is the Resurrection. So a very heavy investment into that round. But it does break the economy of LVC as well. Tour de Force comes out from Sardog. He's going to have to make a big play with it if LVC want to tie this game up once again. Flash gonna slap Juice in the face. Sardog, I believe, misses a shot there. Here's the ult getting picked up now as well. Needs to be careful. Doesn't get fully grabbed. Crisper gets a shot over at B. Will this be a rotation over to B? Or will it be just a very slow play A? And it looks like B is the site. As you can see, all the utility getting thrown. So Crisper also falls in that fight. So now we'll see Rutgers slowly make their way towards B. Zario gonna catch someone off guard in connector. Juice gets a detection. Spots 1. Spike now going down. Reggie finds a kill onto John. The shot's not there from Juice at the start, but he does manage to pick up the kill in the end. Sardog gets shot in the back, over in middle. Spike is down 2v4. LVC needs to start working through this site now, though. They know one's going to be flying in behind them. Zario trying to get the defuse. At least gets it to half. But it doesn't matter. Team ace again for Rutgers. Puts them at 10.
Attack when they're suppressed. Adapt their options, they make mistakes.
I got enough time to go into right there. Right there. That'll work. About there.
Now into round 19. LVC needs to be careful here. They cannot let this slip. And Sardog already gonna fall in the round. Sorry, at least gets one back. But can they stay alive?
There.
Crisper still shouldering over at B. Zario not going to spot anything on the site just yet. John trading shots with somebody. Gets that nade over towards the mid window. Juice trying to be careful here.
You will not kill
The
my
Resurrection
ally.
comes in. Can John get the kill with it, though? He gets a double! Huge shot from John. Here's that resurrection. Immediately responds with the ultimate.
Suppressed.
They cannot throw this round away. They cannot afford to. Both
30
monetarily and round-wise. As he's trying to play trades. And they have the ability to do so, but certainly would like to keep both these players alive. Playing off of each other now.
10 seconds left.
Just a few seconds left in this round. And now you can hear the spike going down. So it should
Spike
get planted,
planted.
and it does. John needs to play with Juice here, though. They need to play this trade. As you can see, Juice
Blocking vision.
getting some
Need that
utility
back.
down. Starting to
Pulling them
pull.
in.
Starting to throw the smokes in, too. Need to check every nook and cranny of the
Last player
site.
standing.
And it's going to be a 1v1. And Snowy going to win it. That is a massive round for Rutgers. They may very well just slam the door shut on LVC here in map number 1. You cannot lose that if you're LVC there. This is starting to get a bit scary. It is map number 1. Still 2 more maps to bounce back on, but certainly if you're LVC, this is the map for you. You do not want to drop this one.
There.
A gift.
Start off with Sardog over at A. Sardog gonna get some audio. John looking to back him up for now. He has a stinger in hand once again. We've seen what he's able to do with it before. Can he do it again? Spots the Sage. Able to back down. John wants to get something out, but he just can't. Zario. Here's that turn over in mid. Just trying to check connector. Now rotating over. Look at Juice and Crisper. They're scaling up B
I've got your
main.
trail.
They have to be careful, though. Now this ultimate from the sky comes out. They have to make sure they're not getting hit by this,
There.
but
Joke's over. You're dead.
ultimate from Phoenix now. As the pinch
30
is in,
seconds left.
SK going to find the kills.
Recovering it.
Certainly the end of the round here for LVC. Unless
Spike
they have a
planted.
miracle in their hands. They have ultimates to
Bring
work
them
with,
down.
but they're going to need a bit more than that if they want to win this round. Both players of LVC and Connector just get caught looking the wrong direction. That's going to be the killer in this round as
Enemy down.
Crisper gets a trade, but need a lot more than trades. Now map point.
Match point.
You say something? Sorry.
for Rutgers, and LVC calling the timeout. And now LVC in a very tough spot. They need to win 4 straight just to send this to overtime. And then they'll need to win by 2 in OT. It's going to be a rough ride, but we did see them win 7 straight to close out the first half and open up the second. It's been very interesting. We've seen some big swings for both teams, so not really sure how this one will go. First, it was a 7-0 swing for Rutgers. Then it was a 7-0 swing for LVC. Or sorry, 9-0 swing for LVC. And now, or sorry, 8-0 swing for LVC. I cannot count. And then another 5-0 swing for Rutgers to put them in this situation. Swing's going to be the name of the game so far. LVC going to need another one in their favor. Do they have it in the bag? Players of LVC just not hearing a lot over at A right now, but we may start to see some pressure here soon. Or will it be a B hit? I think I may have heard a footstep on B, but I could be wrong. It's very tough to tell. A slow play from Rutgers. Trying to bait out these LVC players, trying to get them to be impatient. But now, execution is going to come through. Juice hearing a lot of noise over at A or B. The play is definitely over at B now. Crisper getting isolated. He's going to need to at least win a fight here. Oh, you know there's one close and he can't win it. First blood to Rutgers again. Bomb, Spike going down. Zarya gets a nade over. Spike isn't down just yet, but all 5 detected, so no abilities can be used for just a little bit for Rutgers. Doesn't matter. The fights are going to Rutgers. Every single one. A flawless to Rutgers for to close out map number 1. That is the LVC pick as well. Not what you want to see if you're LVC in this one. 26 and 14 from Reggie, 22 and 10 from SK, and even 21 and 15 from Snowy. LVC getting slammed in a lot of those rounds that they had lost in that map. A lot of flawlesses, a lot of team aces. The name of the game for Rutgers. 17 assists by Kyle Burrito as well. 13, 10, and 17. Huge map from him to get all of those assists. As now LVC going to need to bounce back. Jana 9 and 21. Not what you want to see from the duelist. 6 and 18 for Crisper. Very minimal on the assists as well as the Anish. We will see what LVC have left in the tank. We've seen them lose a lot of map 1s before and then win the next 2. Can they do it this time around? They're going to have to pull something out of the hat of tricks. But we will have a quick break for LVC and Rutgers as we get ready to gear up for map number 2 on Haven. It looks like LVC might be on the defense here, so we'll see what happens when we come back on Haven map number 2. Rutgers up 1-0, looking to close it out against LVC. Alrighty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 2 on Haven. We have LVC currently down 1-0 in the series. Look, facing an 0-2 start in their NECC season for their first season in Champions. Not the start you want, but they did show signs of life in map number 1. As you can see, the players of LVC locking in their picks. And look at this, the role change coming in. I've known of this personally for a few days now. The players have talked about it. They scrimmed it a couple times, and we've decided, or not we, I'm not part of that decision. They have decided that they want to switch things up a little bit. Crisper on the Sentinel, and Sardog switching to the Initiator. LVC or Sardog has not been feeling great playing other Sentinels other than Chamber, so they've decided that the role switch needs to happen, and that will be Sardog playing Initiator. We'll see him
Choose
started
your
out on
agent.
Haven, on Sova. Crisper going to be on Cypher. Outside of that, you see the typical picks. John on Jet. Sometimes we'll play Raze on this map, but Jet and Raze almost equal. Juice going to be on Omen, and Zarya going to be on Breach. We'll very likely see an identical comp on the other side. Unless if Rutgers does something weird. I know they do something weird on Ascent. But yeah, basically the same thing. Actually, no, not even close. I'm really far off. So we'll see an Astra, which is from Kyle, which is fine. That's not a bad pick either. A lot of people like Omen better on this map specifically, but Astra's not a bad pick. Sky
Hey, the gang's
and
right here.
Killjoy going to be
This is
the other
great.
picks for Rutgers. They really like this Sky. I've not seen Sky played outside of this team in a very long time. Since Zario played it in like mid-season last semester. So we will see how this ends up going. Can LVC win this one? Sardog does have a lot of lineups. I watched this kid practice these lineups for a fair amount of time, like an hour. He's been watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to go for these lineups, and let's see. Let's start off with him. Let's see where he puts this one in round 1. Can he get the lineup correct the first time around?
Revealing area.
Look at that. Bippity bounce. Not going to get any pings, but the dart not going to get destroyed either. Zarya going to have some pressure over at B already, so he has to back down. Flash goes past Zarya, but the players of Rutgers are flying in. Zarya playing his life well, gets 2,
Spike down.
but it doesn't matter. The pressure over at A is humongous for Rutgers. Crisper and Juice, the last 2 left alive. They were all the way on C. Now they got to rotate all the way over to A.
Spike planted.
Spike goes down. Crisper gonna look on this camera. It doesn't see anything close, but camera does get destroyed. The shock dart not quite gonna hit either of them. But now the double peek is in. Can LVC win the fights? Juice wins 2. Can he win the 3rd? No. Almost gets the shot, but not quite. Rutgers gonna start up 1-0 in the game.
What I want him to see.
Right there.
Can LVC bounce back? We saw
There. Right there.
Here.
we saw LVC start down 7-0 in map 1. Will it happen again? That is a scary prospect, but obviously if you're Rutgers or if you're LVC, you cannot think about that. So we'll see. Zarya doesn't spot anything. And the dart from Sardog gonna get 1 ping. He gets pinged by 1 as well. So at least some info getting put out. John already put down to 74. He needs to be careful. He can hear so many players here. He does not want to get hit through his smoke. Gets the headshot with the right click and walks away. Snowy, though, going to pick up that kill. John doesn't get away for the full time. Sardog in a bit of a tough spot behind this box. Turns the wrong way. Luna going to fire through the smoke and find 1. Crisper going to be left with Juice once again.
Spike planted.
This time, Crisper only at 6 HP. Flash goes in behind.
Player standing.
Crisper gonna fall. Juice now. The 1v5. He's not gonna win this one. Flawless round from Rutgers. Once again. 2 in a row.
They'll know what hit them.
Not the start you wanted if you're LVC here. LVC need to find a way to bounce back here. They do have the bonus. They do have some weaponry to work with here.
Begins.
You can see Sardog and John already scaling up after getting that information over at B. Sonar bolt gonna detect Crisper. He needs to be careful. He needs to at least find one on this site, and he does. That's a trade for Zario. Can Crisper find a second? He's not in a good position, really. He can get shot from the garage door here. Juice gonna be watching his back. I think John and Sardog know someone's close over at A, so they need to be careful here.
Right here.
That's going to be a kill for Juice, but he's going to get traded. Crisper now on the site to back him up. Can he find one? Can he find two? He's going to need to have a strong hold unless these players decide to go over to B. Or maybe if they take an interesting route to get over to A. And yep, B will
30
be the
seconds
site
left.
of choice.
Spike planted.
Can Crisper play his life? Can he maybe sneak up on these players? As John falls, Sardog with the trade. It's a very close round.
Scanning ahead.
Just tosses out the recon bolt to see if he can find anything close, but he won't.
Last player
And
standing.
Crisper not going to get the kill. Sardog gets flashed, so this is likely a round for Rutgers.
Deploying drone.
Sardog just kind of tossing out his utility, seeing if he can find anything with the drone, but to no avail. He's just going to back up, save that weapon. And Rutgers will go up 3-0 in game number 2.
We get a pick, we move in. Got it?
LVC so far not looking too great once again. And here we see a quick timeout from LVC. Zario going to call that one.
Right there.
LVC just kind of getting outgunned right now on the sites. John, once again, not having a great game. So we will see if he is able to step it up. He is currently 0-3. Crisper 1-3. But LVC needs to find a way to get the spacing that they ever so desire. After that last map, they had a very heated talk about playing more confidently, playing for the spacing around the map, emphasizing those key areas and making sure to discuss Haven as well, not just living in the past. But we will see if LVC is able to bring things back once again as we come to the end of that timeout there. You can see Coach Hockeyman talking to the players as well, making sure they have the ideas in their head of what they need to get done, how they need to play this map.
Revealing area.
Recon bolt gonna detect Sardog again, but his recon not gonna do much. As now the rotation's coming on in. John once again has a stinger.
Right here.
Crisper just hanging out on the cams over at C. Throwing a shoulder as well. Sardog gonna find one. John gonna be in a good place to trade. At least gets one before getting taken out. So job is done for him. Can Zario maybe play a sneaky spot? Can he get into a position that's maybe a bit unexpected? Juice and Crisper slowly gonna rotate over. Zario gonna be on this site by himself. His location is going to be known though. Just has to throw down the concussion, the flash, and get away. Crisper making sure to put down those
30
traps.
seconds left.
30 seconds remain. So now the rotation to B comes in for Rutgers. Can they execute onto the site? They obviously not going to have great weapons for this. And Crisper with a solid shot. There's two solid shots. The third gets there. Fantastic shots from Crisper. Closing down the C site by himself.
The wind shifts in our favor.
Gonna lock it down. The flicks are there. Phenomenal play to get LVC on the board.
This goes here.
It's what you want to see from the boys of LVC if they want to keep themselves alive here.
Oh, this is a nice spot. That goes there. Yalla, Mshina.
Now you can see a heavy C presence for LVC here. A lot of util getting thrown down over towards A. Sardog gonna get put very low, and Snowy takes out John. No trade in. They have to give up the site now as well.
Spike planted.
LVC needs a retake, and you can see the pinch starting to come through. But Luna takes out CRISPR, Luna takes out Sardog, and Reggie gonna clean up the other two. Flawless round for Rutgers. We've seen them have a lot of those this game.
Just let them try to catch me.
Here.
Can they continue to do more?
Here.
But for Rutgers, so far, so good. Everything going according to plan.
Need a drop. Thanks.
An all sheriff round minus John for LVC.
Blocking sight.
Ultimate wise,
Standing
not
ahead.
a lot on the board for either team. As Recon Bolt's gonna not find a whole lot, but John just gets aggressive for the ult orb, and now backs on down with his ultimate there. And CRISPR's shot's not quite there this time around. It's not gonna bail him out this time. As Zario finds one, but that's all she wrote for this round. In Zario's case. Can John get the shot? No. I don't think that knife hits. Now he's trying to find another. Doesn't get it. Snowy gonna get the better of John there. Sardog and Juice left alone.
Revealing area.
Shots not quite on for these players, but Juice at least gets one. Juice gets a second.
Cover going
Now they're starting to heat up a little bit. Can they get this? Can they play this properly? Trying to bait out the utility. I believe that might be the time, honestly. Let's see. Is Juice trying to get a defuse going, but he just can't find the
Last
spot.
player standing.
Luna gonna take him out. Kyle gonna pick up the last. So now a 5-1
One
scoreline in
enemy
favor
remaining.
of Rutgers. Starting to pull away at this one again. What does LVC have left in their tank? So far, it's not looking like a whole lot.
Get out of my way.
Scanning ahead.
Now the ultimate gonna come out from SK.
Here.
Doesn't have to do a whole lot this map. He's 3 and 4. Hasn't really had much that he's needed to do, to be quite honest. His teammates have been covering him for the most part.
Here.
Snowy having a great map so far. Camera not going to spot anything for CRISPR. Pressure coming in over at A. Trades
Spike
in.
down A.
Spike is down though. Lockdown coming in for Rutgers, and Sardog can't destroy it with that dart, so he's gonna have to back up. Does he get out in time? Just barely. Juice gonna be detained.
You are divided.
Manages to walk away. Never seen the animation. It looks really weird from this angle.
Spike
Sardog
planted.
finds the first though. Luna gonna fall to the Hunter's Fury. Juice gonna be up top. Actually decides to back down from that angle. Cosmic Divider in for Rutgers.
Cover going out.
Good thing to hold. You can see Sardog looking to get a lineup going. Does he detect anything on sight? He does not. As CRISPR finds
One
SK.
enemy remaining.
The player over in Gubby gets taken down as well. And that defuse going to come in for LVC. Second round in.
Weapon here.
Looking a bit closer in this last map than the previous
What do you
map.
say, drone? Ready to stretch your wings?
Need a drop. Need a drop.
Now into round number 8. See if Sardog can get something going here with the sonar dart. Just waiting for that one to come in. It's John just holding the angle, actually. Doesn't even need the sonar dart. As it gets put over in short. John just trying to wait this out. Just peeks away at the worst possible time. The aftershock comes in over at B, though. That's where these fights will be going down. As trades going in, but no longer trades. Just kills for Rutgers. Sardog, the last one alive, flashed up, getting pinched. He's dead. To rights there.
You're not getting the message. Leave it
A
to me.
huge round for Rutgers. They continue to roll in this one. LVC need to find a response, but it is not going to be an easy one.
Revealing area.
As it sounds like the pressure coming over at C. You can see those players on Zario and John going to be taking
I got
a
enemy
few
C.
shots
Right there.
towards their direction. Zario just trying to find something, but doesn't want to get too overzealous here. And trades go in. Fights going down over at A. So far, LVC taking them, but CRISPR in a tough situation so far. Can he just fight through the smoke? Gets hit a couple times, but isn't dead. So he's just going to make his way up short a little bit. Has the short in hand as well, maybe a bit fitting. Can he find this kill? Just slowly taking the space that he's being given. Sonar Dart comes in on the A site. CRISPR not in a great spot now, especially with that weapon. Juice is trying to stay alive over at A, but he has to be careful as CRISPR is making his way over, but it's so slow that it doesn't even matter. CRISPR now has to wait for his team. He's over in main, but how much does that mean for him? As Zarya just jumps down, finds 2 kills. It's all down to Reggie. Reggie in the 1v3. Finds the first. Can he find the second? Hanging around this box. Zarya gonna flick. John gets the kill. LVC taking the round. 6-3 now. Can they continue to put some together?
If we try something, I'll see it. Right there.
Is LVC having trouble getting their footing in this game. But as I said, and as we all saw, we did see them. They did struggle on Pearl a little bit, so they may be able to bring it back here as well. But they'll need to win it this time if they want to have that map 3. Juice gonna spot one over in mid, takes a couple shots, and so does Sardog. So both a bit weak here. As the location bolt, or the recon bolt, gonna detect John. Just has to back down, gets smoked off. And now LVC have to play the retake again. We saw this be a major issue for them against Stony Brook. They just had to force retakes a lot, and it was not working for them. We'll see if they are able to maybe change that narrative here, but it's going to take a big effort from these players as their retakes have not looked too good. Their coordination has not been great on them. John now has to be careful up top. Hunter's Fury this time for Rutgers as all the kills going the way of Rutgers too. As Kyle Burrito finds 4 on site. LVC not getting much there.
Come on, get me in the line of fire.
Another round in favor of Rutgers. Slowly pulling away. Finding the rounds that they want. And a lot of these rounds that they have won in both maps have been fairly comfortable, so not a great look.
I will be their nightmare.
Get out of my way.
Cover going out.
It sounds like some noise coming in over at the A site. Chris, we're going to be on that camera. He do switch up his positioning, but what is he able to do? He still has that shorty trying to play a close angle. He may get pre-fired here, though, after the shoulder. Gets pulled in, but still sitting there. In the close corner doesn't get anything, as now all the kills go in the way of Rutgers again. Although this time around, LVC don't really have many weapons. They are on a save. Zarya just flies in. Reggie slams Zarya to the ground.
Last round in the half.
Last round in the half. Can LVC make it 8-3? Or sorry, 8-4. Or will we have another 9-3 half?
Here.
And look at this, Zario and Juice getting hyper aggressive over towards C main. But there's not going to be a lot just yet. John maybe putting some pressure over in mid. They see one all the way over towards the A side of the map. So it looks like the pressure going to be on the hands of Sardog and Crisper. Actually, only one player in A main, so I'm not really sure these players of Rutgers are. Zoom in mid, and there's one of them. Zarya runs out of ammo. Juice doesn't get the trade. That is not acceptable if you're LVC. You need to get that trade there. Now the
You are
round slows
divided.
down. Cosmic Divider comes in. And I would imagine this push is going to come in over
You
towards
should
C.
run.
Lockdown
planted.
also on the C site. Looking more and more like a 9-3 half. Hunter's Fury for Sardog. Not going to do much as Reggie takes out John.
Last player standing.
Sardog at least gets a trade for Crisper, but doesn't really mean a whole lot here. Especially with this being the last round of the half, and there, Luna will close it out.
Switching sides.
9-3 first half. Rutgers
They think they're so
slowly but surely making their way to closing this series out and sending LVC down to 0-2 without a map win so far. Round number 13. Back to the pistols. Can LVC have a strong attack?
Got the spike.
Scanning ahead.
Dart gets destroyed. That's going to be Reggie gets spotted over in mid. He gets very aggressive, but John now trying to take this fight. Concussion goes in, doesn't get anything, I don't believe, but John just trying to get through the smoke, and he does. Can he get this kill? That's the first blood for John. Spike planner goes down, though, but does get traded out. Crisper gets shot through the smoke as well. Kyle Burrito still here on B. bit of chaos going through as Luna takes down John.
One
Juice
enemy
finds
remaining.
2. Now 2v1.
Right here.
Sardog and Juice
No
need
more.
to be careful, and Sardog with the headshot takes down Kyle. First round in LVC's hands.
They think they know pain. They can't begin to comprehend it.
Right there.
If you're LVC, that's the start you'd like to have in this half. But you're going to need another big effort if you want to come back and force the map 3. Now LVC getting a bit faster paced with their pushes.
Destroyed.
After map 1, they had a very, very deep talk about taking space when you're given it.
Enemy
Now that's what
spotted.
they're starting to do. Kills also going their way this time around. Now look at this. LVC just want to take this fight, and they are winning it. And a flawless from LVC.
Reloading.
They decide not to back on down from that one, and they will take the fights to them. And it goes in their way.
Here.
5-9. LVC need to put a lot together though if they want to win this game.
Right there.
If they can win this
Right
round,
there.
though, it'll be a huge, huge one to win, as then they will be able to buy the rifles. And Rutgers will not have much to work with. This, honestly, almost could be the decider of the game. John slowly working with his teammates. Through mid, he will be the entry man. Dashes forward, gets shot through the smoke though. Reggie gonna take him down. Plays the bait.
Reloading.
Sardog finds one.
Flash out.
Zario doing some damage, but Crisper's on the pinch. Now LVC looking to get onto the A site. Kyle gonna take down Sardog, but it is a 3v3. Crisper gonna have that Vandal in hand. Same with Juice. Now looking to plant. Zario though still with a Bulldog. But SK in a great spot finds 2 through main. Kyle Burrito gonna close out with a kill as well.
And they try the same old tricks.
For Kyle Burrito and Reggie showing out today. And that's their 10th
Right there.
on the board.
Right there.
Just 3 away from putting this one to bed.
I need a drop. Tuck, tuck.
LVC need
Scanning
to
ahead.
start getting rounds back now. Look at that dart, by the way, from Sardog. Zario gets SK down. He's able to get away.
Got the spike.
Cover going out.
Now LVC look to get over towards the A site. This is the execution here. Turnt gonna do a bit of damage to Crisper as he gets the headshot into Luna. Turnt no longer gonna be a problem. And John manages to spot one through the smoke. That's Snowy out of the way.
Spike planted.
Spike goes down 2v5 for Rutgers. Crisper gonna put down the camera and gets sight on both Heaven and kind of ish the main door as the smokes and cages going down.
Cage trigger.
Now I believe those players of Rutgers are going to be saving here. They likely had guns, so they will just back on away and give that round to LVC.
Here.
LVC with a flawless here. That is a big one to win. but they're going to need to put a lot together here if they want to take this game.
Careful there.
And look at this
Right
push.
there.
LVC once again looking to get over towards the A site. Juice, though, going to make sure that the spike is in a good spot
are you?
before any initial fights happen.
Here. Here.
Juice going to teleport across.
Get
I
out
believe
of my
shots
way.
were going down. And now the ultimate gets popped by SK. Where is he at? This could be huge. Camera taken away by CRISPR.
I have retrieved the spike.
Here.
Now LVC are all rotated over towards C C main. Juice just gonna be lurking around. Could fake this teleport, but looks like it's actually exactly what he'll do.
Blinding.
As John onto the site. The execution coming in for LVC. John needs to win a gunfight here. Spike going down. Juice just still making his presence known all the way in spawn. As John just playing a different angle. CRISPR finds Luna. Opening fight goes to LVC.
Deploying drone.
Can they take the rest?
Reloading.
As CRISPR going to pop down his ultimate. Spots where these players of Rutgers are at. Reggie at least finds one with the shock arrow. But trades are abound. 2v2 situation now. Zario doesn't find the gunfight. Kyle Burrito finds two. Juice at least able to
enemy
bang
remaining.
onto this
My
spike.
ultimate is ready.
Takes down the player defusing. Can he get the 1v2? I don't know if it's getting defused. And it does! A huge loss for LVC there. 6 to 11.
Drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush
How
it.
much is left in the LVC tank? Juice just doesn't hit the shots onto that diffuser. Now, LVC not in the greatest spot. Not that they were before, but certainly with every round
Standing ahead.
loss, it gets just that much worse. That much closer to defeat once again. Juice doesn't spot anything just yet.
Cover going out.
Tossing out a paranoia. Tossing out a second as well. John now onto the site. Kyle Burrito
Spike
at least
down
gets the
mid.
first blood,
Here.
but the
Here.
trade is there immediately.
Here.
Nowhere to run.
Hunter's Fury comes in.
Enemy down.
Sardog, though, at least takes out Luna. As John gets put into this Hunter's Fury, just takes a bit of damage, though. He's still alive. Juice looking to plant.
Right here.
Spike planted.
I've got your trail.
As now SK finds one onto Sardog.
Shadows traveling.
3v3.
Camera taken out. Here.
Snowy takes out Juice, though, so now it's a 2v3. And both these players have obviously not in great spots right now. John at least gets one, but he needs to find two more and does not. Map point, series point for Rutgers on the verge of a 2-0.
Match point.
They demand a fight. Who are we to
LVC
disobey?
now need to win 6 straight to send us to overtime.
I need this.
Can they do it? This will be a tough one for them to win. But we saw in the last map, they won 7 in a row, so
My
it's not out of the picture. LVC going to look to get over towards the C site. John pops the ultimate, but SK,
Spike down.
once this
C.
door shut early, Zario off the map. And what could be the last round of this series. SK finds two.
See.
that up. Going to be deadly. Also, I didn't even see another play from LVC fell. So now it was a 2v5, now 2v4. Crisper at least gets one back onto Reggie. Now he needs to get away with his life here. Get back to Sardog. There's not a lot left for these two players.
I have the
They're
spike.
going to need something magical.
Last player
And
standing.
there goes Crisper. Headshot gonna put him away. Sardog in a 1v4. Gets caught. Still is alive. Hits a good shot there. Can he hit another set of good shots? Pulls out the classic. Gets it down to a 1v1. None of the guns have bullets in them. At 12
30
HP
seconds
though.
left.
1v1 with SK. Has 3 on the round. Can SK get the 4th, or will Sardog keep LVC alive? Gonna get that spike down. Has the ultimate to work with too. And SK gets the 4th.
Get out
That's
of
the
my way.
series. SK going to defuse the spike and put LVC to bed. Now LVC falls to 0-2 in champions. 0-4 map count. Not what you like to see from LVC there, but Rutgers just going to prove to be too much for LVC. 18-9 from Kyle Burrito. 15-12 from both SK and Reggie. That's all the effort that they need to close things out. Now LVC need to find a way to bounce back in NECC champions, but it'll be a tough road as next week they will face the University of Kentucky. That'll be it for us tonight here, though, as we saw LVC Valorant fall there. I believe LVC Rocket League won their series. I don't really know. I didn't see the score report anywhere, so actually I can just check this right now. They didn't put the results in, so I have no idea what happened there, but they played at 9:45, so their series is already over. From what it sounded like, they 3-0'd, likely. That'll be it for us tonight. Tomorrow we will be back with LVC Call of Duty taking on Edinburgh at 6 for the NECC Star League. LVC Overwatch will be taking on TMU, Toronto Metropolitan University, Team 2 at 7. I'm not sure if that'll be on stream or not. It depends on how quickly the COD team gets done. And then LVC Rainbow Six will take on Northern Virginia Community College at 8 p.m. That'll do it for us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow for LVC Call of Duty, Overwatch, and possibly R6. Have a good night, everyone. We'll be back.